Yo, today we'll be watching the Art of Familiarity. That wasn't a stutter. The screen just froze out, and I'm not really sure what this video could be about. So let's see.
Show up consistently and have conversations with people, you will be well known. There's a study that was done how to become a local celebrity. The formula that was founded was that you go to one spot that's primarily has a good amount of traffic as far as whether it's a bar, coffee shop, whatever, and you show up consistently every single day. Just say what's up to some people and you will slowly but surely become a local celebrity. So then now everybody knows, recognizes your face because you're showing up consistently. They're familiar with you, you're engaging with them, and social media is the same exact thing. Social media is a high traffic.
Hey, that's what I technically do when I post a video 2 times, 3 times a day. And if you're watching this, I probably posted another video after you go watch this one, go watch that one. But yeah, that's the whole thing with social media. Like you show up every day. Like someone sees your face every day, sees your videos every day. One day they're gonna have to click it, you know? So even if you're trying to be a YouTuber or whatever, like not saying you need to post every day, but if you can at least post once a week, like you can get in front of people's faces at least once a week on a consistent basis, you're gonna make it eventually. Like me, I'll use me as an example. On my what should I say? On this channel, like I could have posted like once a week and maybe got where I am today, 27 subscribers. But you know, let me actually get my thoughts together. I put it like this: he's be saying like be consistent, show up every day, do that. Yes, but if you can, don't overexert yourself trying to be someone that you're not. Wait and get to that level. And also being consistent and being familiar every day, especially if you're trying to do YouTube. Like if you're not like comfortable in front of the camera, like that's where you should also record a video every day. Like get familiar with like talk like me. I don't like after I turn this camera off, I'm not going probably not going to talk for the rest of the day. You feel me? I'm not a big talker. I don't really like socialize too much because you know that's not really my body. But yeah, I have to get familiar in front of the camera. Go back to my other videos, like you know, my other channel. Like I'm getting better with more consistently showing up, being more comfortable on camera. Really like, even though it took a while for me to get my thoughts together, like getting my thoughts together. That's like what happens when you become more familiar. You become comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting a little bit too comfortable in my environment. You feel me?
Place. A lot of people are there. If you show up consistently and have conversations with people, you will be well known.
Also, some of you probably subscribe because you saw my face all the
Familiarity,
time.
something that is often taken for granted amongst artists. See, when we as artists choose this lifestyle instead of the traditional pathways, we often associate it with having to be overtly different. We think we have to dress extremely unique to get some sort of recognition and stand above the crowd. When the fact of the matter is, we all are naturally unique when we just walk into our natures. No two blades of grass are the same, but all blades of grass are green. All blades of grass produce oxygen. Familiarity creates a sense of comfort, and that is something you want people to associate you with when they think about you. Anytime somebody's looking to buy a product like food or even
Now, are y'all comfortable around me? Yeah. Like, how y'all doing? Let me know how you doing. Let me know if you comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You got some popcorn? You got some food? How y'all doing? Y'all eating right now? Let me know. Let me know. Y'all comfortable? You know what I'm saying?
even with their time like a show or listening to a song, the first thing they think about is familiarity. Family Guy is not the best show by any means, but it's one of the most well-known. It's familiar. McDonald's is not the best restaurant in any regard, but when you see that M, you think of a Big Mac and fries.
In any regard, you really can't think of any place that McDonald's is good at. Like, I'm not sponsored. I used to work there. I used to have to eat a lot of food. Let's not get it twisted now. When it comes to fast food places, McDonald's is definitely top three. It's the most depending on where you are, it's the most consistent. You know, like not too much of McDonald's.
Familiarity breeds comfort, comfort breeds buyers. As much as we like to view ourselves as these unique creatures that want all these different things from life, the truth is we all like to feel safe in our day-to-day routines and habits, even down to the way in which we consume music. We are so invested into the familiarity of people and routines that a lot of people, myself included, constantly rewatch the same shows, re-listen to the same songs, despite them being months, if not years old, because we are
Facts.
comfortable with them and we have a sense of familiarity with them. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is you know what you're gonna get. I mean, the most memorable figures are extremely familiar. One that comes to mind to me is Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin, for all of y'all who don't know, is a 31-year-old Virgo producer from Atlanta, Georgia. He's produced some of the most iconic albums and songs for our generation. Some of the more noteworthy ones are the Spider-Man soundtrack, Kanye's Father Stretch My Hands Part 1, the Migos breakout song Bad and Bougie, Kodak Black's breakout hit Tunnel Vision, Future's Jumpman, Mask Off, Like That, and pretty much 75% of Future's discography to this day. One thing though that Metro has done amazing in his career is continue to be familiar. He makes it very easy for himself to be recognized when he works on a song. The first thing you hear in a song that Metro produced is his name.
Metro Boom. Oh, that's damn. What was I about to think? Yeah, yeah. Like I think that's like anything realistically. Like superheroes. You see the spider, you see the S, you see the bat. Like you know who's there. Like they're showing that like they care and protect people. So it's kind of like comforting to know that that's there. It's like the same reason why like if you ever watched the movie The Death of Superman, notice how they all may be different, but they all have the big S. It lets you know that like even if it's not the original Superman, that symbol at least makes you feel safe in a way. You know, like you know what you're gonna get. Like also with Spider Man, like Miles Morales, like you don't see the costume at all. You just see the Spider Man spider. You would just assume he's gonna have webs and be able to climb walls and jump. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. One chest here, I want shoot you. Metro, no, just here, I'm gonna shoot you. Right? No, me,
Something as simple as that little producer tag goes such a long way. It allows so many business opportunities to come to him, but it also made him arguably the best rap producer to ever live. He's so well known in all four corners of the world that he literally holds concerts of just him playing songs that he produced, and despite the artist that's on those hits not being there, people still pack out the stadiums. Most producers couldn't do something like that, but
isn't that low-key kind of crazy that people would go just to... No, it's actually not that crazy. It's really not that crazy because if you're a DJ and you have a DJ set, you know, same thing. So I like he's making a good point, but you know, like most DJs do that.
that's because people are not familiar with them. He's made it where, due to his producer tag, his name is always associated with greatness. Because Metro is so consistent with the amazing work he has put out over the years, and that's a credit to his skill and consistency, that every time you hear, you already know before even hearing the beat drop that this song is about to be fire. Most producers are seen as background characters, behind the scenes, below the artist, you could even say in a sense. Versus Metro, whose name you hear at the beginning of almost every fire song that comes out of Atlanta, he is seen as an artist on the track himself, and not just the background gear in the machine. Oftentimes, most artists in any niche are normally always skilled enough. You do something long enough and you'll naturally be good enough. But that's not really what it takes, is just being extremely skilled. More times than not, a good chunk of the artists in these industries are often mediocre, especially in this day and age. But the reason they are able to get
damn, like why'd you show Central C for that, bro? Like, what did Central C do to you? Dang. Ain't gonna put I ain't gonna say no artist names, but it's like Central C is the first person you think of. Like I'm pretty sure you can't name 5 UK artists. You feel me? Like, yeah, alright.
away with this is due to them mastering the art of familiarity. A person that comes to my mind is Ice Spice. Ice Spice, named Isis Gaston, born in the Bronx of New York, rose to fame after going
5'3",
viral for her
dang.
song titled Munch.
You thought I was
Oh,
feeling you? That munch. Eat a
hey,
he
ate it for lunch. Man, I get along
And it
line.
was a very, very, very basic song. No wordplay, no crazy production, very basic. But something that her fans were easily able to associate her with just from this one song was her lazy NY accent, her being thick, twerking, and having very basic bars. Soon
Type.
after this song went viral, because people were unironically listening to it and making so much TikToks about it that people forgot why they even started listening to her in the beginning and eventually actually became fans, she would go on to continue to rise. Like, as a pure fan of music, Ice Spice is trash. But I think she purposely
Like, dang, you on me today,
and
alright.
that's because that's what people associate her with, so she plays into that. I'm sure Ice Spice has way more depth than she portrays to the media and her songs. But we as people are so familiar with her being shallow and seeing her in this ironic, basic way that the artists just lean into it. As I said, familiarity breeds comfort. Comfort breeds buyers. So
True. Like, what's a good example? Like Fast and the Furious. Like, we all know they're done racing. They haven't raced in years. They like at least you always gonna know gonna be family, cars, and unnecessary action. Like that is true. It's like nowadays how people will complain about how live action adaptations suck, but then they end up making twice their budget. Like, we can all say that most live actions will never beat. Like, there's no live action out here that beat the original cartoon. Like the new Lion King, like the Lion King live action. No one with a frontal lobe can watch the two movies and say the live action is better than the cartoon. But because it's a Lion King and because it's Disney, people are still gonna watch it. Hold on.
if they were to try and change this whole image that we are comfortable with, most of them would fall off. This was literally proven modern time with Ice Spice. She went against what her image was built off. Very, very shallow things. So as soon as she changes that, like losing a lot of weight after our first impression of her as being a thick rapper, her fans are not comfortable with this new product. And her music is not that unique, so it's easy to find somebody.
Damn, that low key kind of sucks. Like, the thing with Ice Spice, do you go back to just being thick and shallow, as he's saying, or do you really try to lean into like being more yourself and junk to like really get a good fan base? But then you lose out on money. Hmm. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Who raps like her, if not better, like a Doechii. So she is starting to be on the decline just as fast as she was on the come up. It's no different if you were to start changing, growing as a person, you start dressing different, you start talking different, walking different, start kicking a bunch of habits you used to do, and you would notice how quick the people around you aren't comfortable with this because they are so used to you being a certain way that they would start to cut you off. They'd start to talk bad about you. So by changing and making people feel uncomfortable, you disrupt that feeling and value that you add to that person's life. Once that familiarity leaves, people are very quick to discard you. But see, just as making people uncomfortable when changing after being so familiar can work so bad against you, on the flip side of that, you can use that same investment and familiarity that people have towards you to fuel the transition into whatever else new endeavor you want to do. A person that did this exceptionally well modern day was Sabrina Carpenter. She started out as mainly just known as a Disney child actor, but like most
Hold on. Girl Meets World, low key, underrated.
Disney actors that get signed to the label. She was known as a Disney actor first, everything else second, because they couldn't let go of the first impression that they were comfortable with of her, being a child actor. Her sexual wordplay, the seductive aura, was in complete contrast to the childlike innocent star they once knew. And most child actors seldom are able to escape this, but she instead used this same familiarity and credibility to get those same people to listen to her music. Since people already knew her from Disney, even though a lot of their opinions were holding her back, they still knew her. They still were watching her, listening to her music, even if it was just to critique and voice shame. Being hated is better than people not feeling.
I don't really got anything to say because I'm not too familiar with her. I know her music be freaky and it's junk, but like, could it not be that they actually like the music? You know, like they could have been fans from Girl Meets World that just happened to be the same age as her because what they were in like the seventh, eighth grade in that show, and that show is directed to like females, well, girls, and like they're not 12, they're not 13 no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they grown. Like, they grown. Like, you know what I'm saying? They like some, you know what I'm saying? They like some, they, they participate in adult activities. So could it just be like they grew up and because I haven't watched a Disney Channel in a brick. It's been a while. So I'm assuming that Girl Meets World is no longer on repeat, or their Girl Meets World isn't the Teen Titans of Disney. No, Teen Titans of Disney. So it could just be like people were fans for, grew up, and like her lyrics are starting to connect more instead of being all cutesy and junk because she's grown too. Like she can't be talking about fairies and Mickey Mouse forever.
Anything for you at all. So it was through this boost of people already being familiar with her that she successfully used that credibility as being an actor to eventually get a smash hit song like Espresso. And unlike
Right.
Ice Spice, since she started off with an already pre-existing audience, when she did blow up so fast and large spread because of that audience, it didn't really matter how her original audience felt about her anymore because they made her so big that those opinions are drowned out by the masses that now love her and know her as Sabrina Carpenter the singer and don't even have a clue about her being an actor. She took an already established foundation of familiarity and used it to platform her career.
I know this video is supposed to be serious, but do you think she's actually on it like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think it's really like goes crazy like that? You know, because she did get cheated on. I'm not saying it's an indicator of her performances or a blah 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 blah. Men are going to cheat anyway, right, sisters? Claudette T. But we have to really ask the question, like, do she really, does she really get down like that? You know what I'm saying? And does she really know how to use a microphone? No, I'm not gonna let that out, but that's funny.
To a wider audience. Familiarity breeds comfort, comfort breeds buyers. In the words of Mark Phillips, you gotta play the game to change the game. So get people familiar with you, get people comfortable with you, then show the world what you truly are. And hopefully it's good. And that's the art of familiarity. Check out my Instagram, check out my Twitter, check out my Twitch. You know I'm gonna start streaming soon. I don't need to keep saying this. So also go join my Discord. I got a Discord. I don't really.
Oh yeah, me too.
Anyways, with that,
Link in bio.
And I'll see y'all later.
Well, that is the end of this video. Let me know, guys. Are y'all comfortable with me yet? Like the 27 of you that subscribed. Like, how y'all feeling today? How y'all doing? Y'all eat today? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know 7% of you are ladies. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? You tricking these? Like, you tricking these fools? Like, all the dudes who watch me, y'all getting hoes? I don't know. What? Y'all doing good in school? Y'all getting some money?